Hello, my name is Jasper. I really want to make this video for a long time, and it's about the first Ballade of Frédéric Chopin, the Ballade Opus 23 in G minor, composed in 1835. It's a very popular piece with concert pianists, and for modest amateurs like me, it's an impossible task. So why do I do this? Because I think the Ballade number 1 is probably my all-time favorite, beloved piece of music ever written. All instruments combined. I've been playing the piano off and on, and I am quite well aware that if I would have a dedicated teacher next to me now, he would go like, don't even try to touch this piece, it's far too difficult. But the reason I do this is just because I want to face the challenge, see how far I can get. I've got through the first 2.5 pages now without too much difficulty, but the real stuff is going to happen a little bit later, and that's where I'm definitely going to struggle a lot. But never mind, it's a fun challenge. And another inspiration came from this guy, Alan Rusbridger. And Alan Rusbridger was is a journalist from the Guardian, and he wrote this book after he practiced very hard the first Ballade as an amateur pianist. And same thing, he thought he was never going to make it, but he did. And well done to him, by the way, well done. He made it in the times where he was very busy with the WikiLeaks affair. It's a good read if you like music, if you like Chopin, and it's all about his will, his motivation to keep going, and despite the struggles, the technical struggles that presents this piece, it's definitely worth a try. So this video is all about the beginning of the piece. So the piece, actually, the main theme is in G minor, like I said. And G minor is this chord. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars of introduction before the main theme starts. And I think piano teachers, they spend almost hours and hours, if not days, on the first 7 bars, the introduction, which is fascinating. It starts in a very strong way and in A flat major with an extra note. So this is A flat major. And he adds actually a B flat. So we're in a little bit, if you look at this chord, if you listen to this chord, we're a little bit in the jazzy sphere, a very warm bath. I call it a warm bath. But the way he plays it, or the way he writes it, and it should be played, is in arpeggio way, and then marked largo as a speed, so very slow, and pesante to start with, that's heavy. Pesante means lots of weight. Yeah, in the beginning. So I'll play you the first 2 bars, and then we'll talk about it. Isn't that a beautiful chord? It's this A flat major chord with the addition of that note, the B flat. So I'll play again, pesante, and as we go up, you can increase the speed a little bit, I think. It's all about personal preference. But then, as you go up, it also accentuates the volume. Very important to keep it's also marked as a legato, one big legato line. So you don't want to chop it off. You don't want to play. The fingering should be worked out very precisely because that gives you the most comfort to go up. Why did he choose the A flat major chord? Did he get some inspiration from Beethoven? We don't know. This is of course the Adagio cantabile of the second movement, so the second movement of the Pathétique Sonata of Beethoven. It's in A flat major, and of course it's a completely different mood. It's a very loving theme of Beethoven, and the statement that Chopin has with the same chord is more of the beginning anyway. It's more of a firm statement, right? Now, if we hit the top C, what would you expect afterwards? If we stay on this beautiful warm chord, it probably would be. But Chopin wouldn't be Chopin if he did something else. And he kind of plays a mind trick, or call it a party trick, whatever. He modulates to a very different sphere, different world. And this is because we're in A flat major, so somehow in 7 bars we need to get to the G minor, which is the main chord of the piece. So how does he get there? He gets there with a very insecure, very mysterious modulation. So I'll play it. I'll play the next note. So what's happening here? Now we're completely lost. It feels like we were in a warm lagoon and then we're driven out on the open ocean with colder water. So, and we're kind of don't know where to go, you know? The waves are pushing us away. We're kind of lost in this ocean. It's this F sharp that really is disturbing, because now we don't know where to go. Of course, this needs to be solved. What's up next? So here we are lost in the ocean. How do we get out of this? How do we get to our famous G minor? That's the question. Here we go. And somehow, despite the same ambience, we're getting closer, right? Now here's a cliffhanger, a pause, a long pause before the next. So really the audience, Chopin wants the audience to think about 2 seconds what's happening next. It's like a movie. That's why this ballade is really a storytelling paradise. It's from beginning to the end, it's completely it's unbelievable piece. It's you can really imagine yourself many things listening to this piece. I highly advise you to listen to a good recording of this piece on Spotify or whatever platform you're on to get a feel of the music and the emotion that it provokes, because this is just the beginning and it's already very intriguing. What's happening next is, well, I cannot explain, it's just too much. All right, so we're back here. One, two. This is the preparation for the first theme. This C minor chord is followed by a very dissonant chord. I don't even know the name of the chord. It's now you can play it like this. I've heard people play it like this. The score says you have to make an arpeggio here. I like to play the B flat afterwards. And what you do then is you let it ring. So it goes into the transition of the moderato, which is a change of pace and a change of rhythm as well. It's 6/4 now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we were in 1, 2, 3, 4 largo, and we're suddenly changing in a moderato and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like a little waltz, very delicate waltz. But the note, you have to let it ring into the first theme. So I'm gonna play it. So that's the first page done, right? This is all technically very easy. It really is. I mean, if you play piano for maybe 2 years, 1-2 years, you can actually play this stuff. So it's probably the easiest page of the whole piece. So we're gonna go on, and already on the second page there's a huge technical challenge to come over, and we're gonna talk about it in the next video. But I hope you enjoyed this first part. Practice good and especially enjoy the piece. So this is the end of the first video, and I hope you enjoyed this introduction to the Ballade Chopin. I know there's many videos on YouTube about this, but it's just my take, and I feel so emotionally attached to this music that I really need to do this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.